Alright, guys. I found Red. Man, right here. Didn't go too far. But there's where big guy over there came out. So, some ammo, assault rifle, more power armor. These things are good to keep. They'll come into play later. Just keep them around. They don't weigh anything, so you can carry them around if you want. Put them in a fridge or something. It's trade equipment, Lizzie.
What do you need?
Need this power armor. Alright, let's see. Go ahead and fix that power armor up for you. There you go.
Hey there.
Trade equipment. And have your power armor back. Check some. Voice of it. Alright, so last time we left off, we had just killed this guy. I know, he's in a different spot. He was nutted on the parking meter a little bit ago. I managed to crouch down and stand up, be able to flip him over, as you couldn't really see this. That's his weapon. You get hit with a fire hydrant. I don't think that would feel too good. Just look at this face. Don't it just scream to give him a kiss? Yeah, ugly. Alright, so we're here at GNR to talk to Dad about, to talk to Three Dog about that. Go talk to him. Let's see. Talk.
Looks like it's all clear. Unlocking outer doors.
Thank you. Yeah, you gotta speak to the guy on the other side of the intercom to be able to get the doors unlocked. You could technically just jump right through here, but no. So, Three Dog. There's the Three Dog. You know what? Let's go ahead and unequip the Fat Man. Some guns and stuff. Chinese assault rifle. Studios. Everything is stealing around here, so you can't loot anything.
The look on your face says it all. You're wondering who the heck this guy is and why you should care. Well, prepare to be enlightened. I am Three Dog, jockey of discs and teller of truths, lord and master over the finest radio station to grace the wastes, Galaxy News Radio. And you, well, I know who you are. Heard about you leaving that vault, traveling the unknown, just like dear old Dad, huh? Met him already.
You know my father? Is he here? Please, I've been looking for him.
Hey, one thing at a time. Nah, your old man ain't here. Not anymore. He heard old Three Dog on the radio. Figured I knew what was what out here in the capital wasteland. And he was right, so I filled the old man in. But he split. Looks like I've got my way of contributing to the good fight, and he's got his own.
Good fight? What's that all about?
Imagine a picture, okay? A picture of the capital wasteland. All that brick and rock. A whole lot of nothing, right? There's people out there trying to just barely make it from day to day. Fighting to stay alive and make something out of what they got. But then you've got all kinds of shit. Slavers, super mutants, raiders. They all want a slice of the pie too. And aim to take it by force.
So, people fight back.
They can't. Not against those kind of enemies. They just run away and hide, or they stay and die. It just ain't right. So that's where I enter the picture. I fight the good fight with GNR as my gun. The sound of truth goes out across the capital wasteland. Hell, someone's gotta counter that bullshit on the Enclave station.
Okay, that is completely wrong. Words don't kill people, yes. But guns don't either. People kill people. A gun is simply a tool. Without you, that gun will not go off. If it wasn't for man, it never would have even been made. I'm amazed you're still alive.
Oh, I have plenty of enemies that would love nothing more than to put a bullet between my eyes. The only thing keeping that from happening is Sarah Lyons and the Brotherhood of Steel. We brokered a sweet deal. They keep me from taking a dirt nap, and I keep a strong roof over their head.
You guys outside of the Brotherhood of Steel? What the?
From what I saw, they were the ones who saved your ass. They keep the ruins super mutant free so people like you can get to people like me in one piece. Without them, we'd be knee-deep in muty shit.
I understand your fight, but I still need to find my dad.
Sorry. I'm so used to talking to an audience that can't answer, I just assume you want to hear my voice all the time. So, you want to know where your dad is? Fair enough. We got one rule in the good fight, though. You want help, you gotta contribute.
Fair enough. What did I ever do to you? You seem to have everything you need here.
I have the name and the talent, but what I don't have are people to run out and do the stuff I need. Sure, the Brotherhood watches over the place, yeah, but that's all they can spare. Galaxy News needs a doer, someone who can go out there into that wild, woolly world and get shit done. So you game?
You know anything that can help me find my dad? Please just tell me.
You want to find your dad, and it just so happens his location is known to yours truly. He was here at Galaxy News. We had a great conversation. He's a real stand-up guy. If you want to know more, you're going to have to contribute to the good fight.
Look, Free Dog, if I find my dad, maybe he can help the good fight.
Well, your dad is some sort of scientist type. Some kind of egghead or something. You really think if you find him, he'd help our cause?
I know he will. He's always talked about doing what's right.
When your dad passed through here, I spent a good long time talking to him about all kinds of stuff. He mentioned some scientific mumbo-jumbo which didn't make much sense to me. Something about a Project Purity. He also said something about going to visit a Dr. Lee in Rivet City. Then he left in a hurry.
Rivet City is where I'm headed. Bye, Free Dog.
Goodbye. Remember to keep us tuned in while you're out there, and watch yourself. Don't forget about your promise. Make sure your dad knows about the good fight.
Now, if you... This is basically a two-way thing. You can go help him with something, and... My game just froze. Shit. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, welcome back. I got him to accept that thing again. Hit F5 right there real quick. But, as I was saying, if you get him to agree to just tell you, you don't have to do that quest he wants you to do, but it's a very good quest to do if you ain't trying to record it like me, and not have to not monetize it, just put it up for the hell of it. You guys ain't really paying me, so I prefer to monetize it so I get more than just the enjoyment of doing it. Yeah, whatever. That's not important. But you can talk to him again. He'll give you the quest.
So, you came back. That's good. The good fight can always use another soldier.
Good fight. That's all that about. We already talked about
But
that. People fight back. We already talked about
listen,
that. He's still
oh,
alive. I already said
we
that. Brotherhood.
think
Talked about
we'll.
that. Don't need to worry about that. I understand you fight, but I have other concerns of my own.
Sorry, I'm so used to talking to an audience that we got
Understand.
one rule.
The only thing that can help me, I'd appreciate it.
I hear things all the time. Most things aren't useful, but once in a while, something will sneak up behind your girl and lift her dress. Consider this your lucky day. I just so happen to know the location of an old military weapons cache untouched by time. If you want to know more, you're gonna have to contribute to the good fight.
That is basically like he said if we would go to Rivet City and talk to Dr. Lee without coming and talking to Three Dog, we would figure out the next step to finding my dad, so he would offer that. If we pass that speech check, he'll tell me so I can then talk to him again, and he'll tell me about this weapons cache. So, a lot of people don't know about the weapon cache thing, because normally they just come talk to Three Dog and get the information on Dad without hitting the speech check, going to Rivet City and talking to Dr. Lee or whatever. It's not actually that good, though. It's the one thing. I've done it a couple times. But I'm ready for anything.
Good, because this isn't gonna be easy. Galaxy News Radio is my baby. I love it, I feed it, I keep it changed. But there's one problem. No one outside of DC can hear her cry. You see, some brainless super mutant thought it would be funny to shoot at the shiny round thing on the Washington Monument.
I see where this is going.
Yep, that shiny thing was our broadcast relay. Now it's Swiss cheese. Without it, our broadcast range is quite limited. Of course, the factory that made the relay dishes is long gone, leveled, as in, we're never gonna scavenge that part again.
It's starting to sound risky.
It is risky. I would never lie to you. But there's something behind those eyes of yours that screams, I'm the one who can get shit done. Your dad had that same look in his eyes, too. That's why Three Dog's helping you.
Alright, how can I help?
One of the Brotherhood guys that passed through here mentioned seeing a dish in one of DC's old museums. It's the dish off the old Virgo 2 lunar lander in the Museum of Technology. I want you to get it and bring it to the Washington Monument to replace the bad one. That's it.
You've got yourself a deal.
I sure know how to pick 'em. You're gonna be the best thing that ever happened to Galaxy News in a long time. If you need any more info, I'll be here waiting for you.
Alright. It's the same mission no matter what. If you already know, if he's rewarding you with the weapons cache or information on your dad. The same quest, nothing changes. But, yeah, they like to tease you with this one thing. I can't remember where it is. It's a big book of science laying. I thought it was like right here. I don't see it. I swear there was a big book of science right there. I'd always sneak over and snatch it up. He wouldn't know it. You lose karma for it, but he won't get pissy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, big book of science. Right there. I could grab it. I ain't going to. Apparently, we need to get to the Museum of Technology. Good. We can go ahead and do that. Go there. Because basically, when you exit the vault back at the beginning, you can't listen to this, so it's real scratchy and you can't really make out what's being said. Because it's a limited broadcast range. So, is this thing working? No, it's not working. I don't understand why. It's weird. Whatever. But, okay. So, need to get to the middle of the DC ruins. Get to the Washington Monument, the Capitol Building, Lincoln Memorial, the reflecting pool, all that good stuff. So as we go this way. If I'm outside, it'll work. No. It is pissing me off. What the hell? You doing down there? Nope, didn't think I would. Nice shooting, Lucy.
That's the end of that.
Actually, you know what? I got a better idea. Let's go ahead and go look for Dad. So I want to know where he is. We'll go do that later. I ain't listening to the radio, so I don't have to do it. But yeah, that's one thing about it. It gives you a reason to get to the middle of the DC ruins, which has quite a few unique places and unique stuff and other quests that'll lead you there, and it's quite a good area to get to. It's where actually my first companion is that I usually get. I won't spoil it for you guys, but wait, damn, are you kidding me again? Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Went ahead and closed Skype. Maybe that was the problem. Batman here always leaves it open. I normally close it when I start to record this. Hopefully it won't do it anymore. So gotta go talk to a Dr. Lee. Where is a Dr. Lee? Lee. Dad, Project Purity, huh? Project Purity is. Lee?
For the most advanced scientific center in the capital wasteland, I find your...
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake, the technology in that android...
Android?
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself.
Good to see you.
Android. Didn't we get something about an Android earlier? Yeah. Escaped Android. Oh. You weren't full of shit. Dr. Lee? Hey! Bobblehead. Intelligence. Vault-Tec Limited Edition Bobblehead. The inscription on the base reads, "It takes the smartest individuals to realize there's always more to learn." Only increased by 1. Thank you. Dr. Lee?
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
Depends. Exactly what you're talking about here.
To the point. I like that. Well, As it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property.
Missing property. What kind of property?
How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons, synthetic humanoids, programmed to think and feel and do whatever we need. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Like slavery to me. So they don't wander off on purpose.
Nonsense! This is a machine we're talking about. Can you enslave a generator or a water purifier? Of course not. The same principle applies. But let's get back to your mission. You are to find this missing android. I've tracked him to somewhere here in the capital wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
Not sure how it is up north. Around here, we get paid for our work.
I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
Sure, I'll look into finding them for you.
Excellent. Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways too.
Put it right where you told
But I
me
know
to.
better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance.
Don't slavery to me.
What do you want?
Dr. Lee.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Wait, how do you know who I am? We met.
You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke with me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same.
Trying to find my father. Have you seen him?
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
This isn't about me, it's about my father. Now, where is he?
Your father is no longer here, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't use that tone with me.
Sorry, could you please just tell me where he's going?
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Where's this old lab of yours?
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Tell me about this project you worked on with my father.
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
What was the point of it?
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
Why didn't it work?
We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment.
Why you stopped working on it? What happened?
You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the purifier. Okay.
I have to go.
Good luck finding your father.
Check here. Check here. It sounds so familiar.
Evening.
Said I was born there, maybe it's just a faded memory, I don't know. Let's just let it bug me for now, I'll figure it out later. Just gotta get there. Where is he? Jason. Hey, Doc.
Ah, welcome, weary traveler. You look like a traveler in need of relaxation and the finest of chemical assistance. Well, wander no more, my good friend, for I am Doc Hoff, procurer of the finest of medical goods and chemical assistance. Now, how may I help you?
Goodbye.
Let's see what the good doctor has in his magic bag, shall we?
How do I use a duplicate aid schematic? That's good. Good. Take those stim packs on that. Good. So a few of those. Keep that for now. So that. So that. Keep those. So that. So that. Keep that. Sell. All that. Keep teddy bear. Okay.
Another
Good,
satisfied
aid
customer?
schematic. Sweet.
Hello?
Alright, so she says he went to the Jefferson Memorial. The old Project Purity. Large scale purifier. Really bugging. I swear I've heard that somewhere before. I can't remember. See if we can find him. Maybe he's still here. Entrance to this place. Here, maybe? Heck, no, that's what's really getting annoying. Just froze again. Alright, guys, I'm just gonna have to end this episode here. We've done a bit. I'll figure out what's going on and see if I can fix it. I don't know. Next time we'll go into here and see if we can find him. Probably gonna be a shorter episode, but Not much I can do with this thing. Keep freezing like this. See you next time.